In Rashtrapati Bhavan, Prime Minister Modi there greeting President Donald Trump, which officially now can be called the banquet. It has started, accompanied by Vice President there. In fact, a while back, the national anthems of both nations were played out. Vishnu Prakash, Ambassador Vishnu Prakash, can take us through the proceedings of the evening. What happens next?
Well, there is a bit of a change. I can see that earlier the visiting dignitary, the head of state and our head of state and the spouses used to stand where they were standing, and there was a lineup on both sides in the order of seniority of the Indian side and the distinguished visitors side, and then they would one by one go across to the position where the two leaders were standing and shake hands.
You have Ram Vilas Paswan there, Rajnath Singh. Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I think in the interest of time they have changed it, because instead of they going there, now the heads of states come to the guest lineup, and that way it is faster, because otherwise names were called one after the other. And on the other side you will find that there will be the American side. So after greeting the Indian side, then they'll go to the American side. And
yes, Union Minister Piyush Goyal, Foreign Affairs Minister there, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, Smriti Irani, Union Minister Smriti Irani, Union Minister Piyush Goyal there. Yes, Siddaramaiah.
Yeah. So and after this there'll be our officials, and after the ministers, and
Chief Minister Yediyurappa,
yes.
Yediyurappa is there.
Go ahead, sir, please.
So he will greet our chief of protocol is introducing the Indian dignitaries. So and when they go to the American side, I think that usually the head of state himself introduces the members of his delegation. So after this they will go across and he will introduce members of his delegation to our president.
So chief ministers in the line of protocol are they come along with the cabinet ministers? Is that
they do, but in their own state.
In their own state they are above.
They are. I think they are above, right?
In their own states they
are
above.
But
in the center they are.
I think cabinet ministers, even in their state, they have a.
There is something. I mean, I forget my protocol list
the union
now.
takes precedence.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes. And usually the lineup is quite long. I remember one of the receptions that I went to on the Indian side, there were 136 people.
Okay.
So imagine 136 people's names were called, and you walked up to the.
No, it takes very long. It
took you so very long. Yeah.
But he has
so
to
this
leave.
is a smarter. I mean, it's a quicker way to do that.
Well, from Karnataka's Chief Minister Yediyurappa, there Manohar Lal Khattar, and then you have also some of the senior union ministers there. And one thing, did you notice, President Donald Trump is in no hurry right now. He's taking keen interest not only in Rashtrapati Bhavan's architectural grandeur, but soaking in every bit of this experience.
No, he is clearly at ease. And I must also say he is not a person who kind of normally takes too much of interest in things. He is taking a lot of interest.
It's a personal interest in
very relaxed.
Very relaxed. Otherwise, and also for that matter, Houston. At least I was surprised. I did not have inside knowledge about how long will he stay. He stayed for our Prime Minister's speech. So he was there for 2 hours. And here also he is taking a lot now with the Foreign Secretary. And by the way, our Foreign Secretary, when he was a minister, he was the ambassador in Washington, was one of the first ambassadors who was invited to the Oval Office to be said farewell. So he has a very nice picture with President Trump before he left for India to be the Foreign Secretary. And then our new ambassador, Taranjeet Singh Sandhu.
How important and how significant are these banquets in the entire gamut of diplomacy, and especially in this case, sir, if you would